it's really funny how God places you on a path just to show you that it's not for you, so that your spirit can be open to just let him totally lead.
You're the heart of my contentment, hope for all I do. Jesus, you're the center of my joy.
Of all of the things that you can attribute to your life, from the Star Search wins to the meeting some of the most famous, wonderful people who have been instrumental in her life, Jay-Z giving her the opportunity, Eric Azadorian, who had the studio at Victory, Joe Marone, lawyer of the city, who entrusted me with so much, monetarily and all other ways, and Sonny Hobson, and there's so many people that the world doesn't know. But aside from that, the things she's done. When we went to the hospital, because she's getting married, and it's her marriage, and she wanted to get checked and learn about different birth control, because maybe she's not ready or whatever for children yet. But the doctor, the female doctor, I don't know, I'm calling it what you look through, you know ladies, what you gotta do. You put your feet up, and they look, and I'm just sitting there because she's nervous. Because she's got her pap smear, but not that, which she was going to get ready to get done. Which we know, the first time we went to the gynecologist, girls, it's uncomfortable. But the doctor looked down and said, "Oh my God, a hymen." A hymen, if you don't know, is a hymen, and it's there because you have not had sexual intercourse yet. And I don't want to have any debate with the preachers of LA or anybody, because that's my favorite show. And I love the debates that go on. I'm not debating. I'm not popping off, bragging, or holier than thou. None of that. I'm just proud of the accomplishments that this young woman has done. And usually I'm the one that's talking about it because she's so humble that I'm usually talking about it. She won Star Search at an early age, 8 years old, where Ed McMahon hands the envelope to us. Claudia McMahon has been a great, wonderful help to us. Denise Richardson, who I understand is in the ministry now, Jamie, who was one of the first ones who with Good Morning America covered Jamie Knight on that story. And we also have the one that had the cancer, like myself, who's on now. She's coming to Philadelphia for a woman's tribute. Oh. Which I hope that you'll be able to get a chance to meet her. Yeah. But just the numerous things that I have forgotten now. We've done more than most people can remember. So Jamie will continue to tell you all the other things, and don't leave anything out, including being the youth ambassador of the United States. People don't know that, but she was youth ambassador for the city of Philadelphia first. And Tom Follietta, God rest his soul, took that to Congress. And there's an article in Congress. And I would like for, if ever my girlfriend in my head, Michelle, sees it, she would want to meet you too and introduce you to her husband, Barack. Because she wrote songs, the thank you songs, a lot of things that she do. But if you're not near enough to a person to touch them, things go unsaid. But we can have things on film. And I have a genius behind the camera, actually, which is Diamond McFadden, whose father took a chance on me with Ain't No Stopping Us Now, and we came out with the #1 hit. And that's all I have to say.
I remember when I was getting ready to start CPE, and I had to, CPE is clinical pastoral education. I did that because I'm going to school for chaplaincy, as you all know. And I was going to do it at the University of Pennsylvania. So prior to doing that, I had to take shots. I had to get my shots from my doctor. So I went there, and a young Muslim girl was there. She was the one that was giving me my shots. And we got into conversation, and she was interested to know what I was getting the shots for. So I told her that I'm in ministry, and I'm in seminary. And she said, well, it's good to know that you're in seminary to be a chaplain and not a minister, because my father is a Baptist minister, and I don't believe that women can lead. And I said, you know what, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. Women cannot lead. and neither can men, because we're all servants in the Lord. Titles can really make us think that we own something, can't they? Titles can really make us believe that we're really in control.
Okay, well, my mom said pretty much everything that there is to say in life about me, because that's what moms do. But I have been thinking a lot now with doing ministry about the road that I have traveled and the things that I have done and how I've gotten here. And it's pretty amazing to me when I think of it, because in my mind, I thought that I was going to be a famous singer. I mean, at least that's what I was working toward. I had spent my entire life doing that, recording, writing, going to auditions, and just aspiring to be, you know, some future star. And throughout the road that I traveled, even ending up in front of Jay-Z and getting signed before Rihanna and before the people that you know there now, it's funny how that road just ended up really just not being for me, even though that's what I was planning for. Always had a strong relationship with the Lord, and one of the major reasons why what I thought I wanted to do did not work is because I wasn't willing to compromise myself and pretend to be someone else just to get a record deal or just to have a hit song. I always wanted to try to stay true to myself, and I guess at the time maybe that wasn't a good thing for everybody else who was trying to sell records. And so I ended up in a position where all that I had worked for and all the time that I had spent just kind of working toward this one goal seemed in vain. But God is good. And I'm thankful for that time, because if it were not for that time, I would not have gotten into the place that I am now in ministry, being closer with the Lord and just following on the path that He has for me rather than the path that I have for myself. So I'm just excited now, getting ready to get married in November, looking forward to what exactly God has for me, because as I have learned in the past, although I might have many plans and dreams and aspirations and think I know what's coming next, God always has something new in store. So I'm excited to see what that might be.
You know, you worked so hard to just steal that position at work that belonged to somebody else. You lied, you cheated, you stole. You didn't understand why they looked so sad with that title. You was just looking at them zeros behind their check, but as soon as you got it, you said, my God. Amen. I understand why they were so sad now. You just had to have that woman's husband, and then when you got him, my God, you understand now why she was looking so sad.
You go first.
I go first. Well, you go first, because you're
lady. Women first.
okay. But then if I say that you first, then you go first, right?
Yeah. No, women first.
Okay, fine.
Make me feel good.
Well, we met at a restaurant in Cedarbrook Plaza. At night they turn it into a club, and it's called The Plate. Is it called The Plate?
No, it's not called a plate.
What is it called?
It's called Premio Bacchio.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I'm a little bit older than him, so it used to be called The Plate. Now it's called what? Premio Bacchio. Okay, so we met there. My uncle had passed away that day, and I was supposed to go out with my cousins, but I got all the way to Jersey, and they just suddenly didn't want to go out. So I called my friend Monica, and she was like, oh, well, me and my husband are going out. You know, you guys, you can come with us. And I was like, okay. So I get there, I see this guy with a bow tie and a sweater dancing. And I'm like,
I was getting it too.
you were. He was doing a Dougie or something. Young kids today, I don't know. Anyway, he was dancing, and I just went on about my business. And somehow, at the end of the night, he ends up outside talking to Jay, my girlfriend's Monica's husband, and they're laughing it up. And I get out there, and I I don't know, I see him differently for the first time, and he had like a glow about him. I was just like, I like this guy. He had on his bow tie, and he was so polite, and he just kept telling me how beautiful I was. It just was so sweet. He was so mannerable. That really is what got me. He was sweet.
What got me, attracted to her was she still to this day think I'm a liar. But it's the honest to God truth. I told her when I saw her, I said, you have beautiful skin. And she was like, no, I don't. And still to this day, I feel like she has beautiful skin. Like she said about me, she said I have a glow.
I put a lot of makeup on that night.
That's fine. I see her without makeup sometimes, and it's still the same. Anything change? She's the same. And I got to know her that night, and I believe that next week we spent every day with each other for like a month and a half. Every day we was doing something. Either I was seeing her, reading a book, or going to the movies, or going out to eat, or walking through the park. And I just got to know her, and it was the best time of my life, actually.
He's so articulate, isn't he? I really knew that he was the one for me. Once we had started dating, and I said to myself, well, I'm just gonna, let him know what my walk is and see how he responds. And I told him that I was saving myself for marriage, and the first thing that he said was, I'm proud of you. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. This guy's an actor. He's a really good one, but I like that answer. That's when I really knew, like, okay, he's cool. I can trust myself with him because I feel like he's the one. That's when I really knew.
When I knew that she was the one, it's because she started fussing at me one day about something. I was like, you know what? She reminded me of my mother. It was something about playing basketball or something. You doing something too much. I forget what it was, but that day I knew that she was the one for me because of the concern and the care she had. That day before I knew it was the one.